And welcome to Boxroom Racing. I am your star in VR, the growing concern, Colin Byrne. Just bring down the music here a little bit. Welcome to the new Boxroom. I got my new lights in. Things are looking pretty cool now. I must say so for myself. As I was kind of revealing on the program last night, we got some multiple angles here. So we have a second camera, and I need to make sure that I'm looking at it and I know where I'm looking. So yeah, things are looking pretty good now, I think, in the old box room. John J. Johnington, I see we got a like there from you. Thanks very much for joining. Always a pleasure to have you on board for the evening. So gonna go to Mosport and do some skippies. Haven't got out and done any practice yet, so got about 15 minutes to get onto the track. Let's have a quick look at the iRating first, just to see where we left off and where I'm gonna pick up, essentially. So you can see the old profile there. And the iRating chart's looking pretty good. We're still moving up and to the right. I'm sitting at 17:05. Had a reasonable time on the track last night. Some sort of weird incidents with somebody who kind of rear-ended me and then was sending me messages about it afterwards. Just couldn't really let it go. But anyways, we'll move on from that. Yeah, just a little bit strange, I thought. Anyhow, 17:05, I think. I can't remember what it was last week. I think I hit 1780 or 1750 or something like that, which I think was my max iRating to date. So I had two kind of losses towards the end. Now I know how the ladies feel. Yeah, that's probably more true than anything else I've heard today. That's probably it. Yeah, we had a 14th and a 10th place finish. I guess the 10th place finish kept us at equal iRating or nearabouts, and then the 14th place lost a little bit there. So had a third place there at Interlagos, 13th, 5th, 9th. So some good results and some poor ones. I think they were really salvaged. It seemed to get into an accident every race. Not really caused by myself, but it seemed to be a different style of driver out, as John, you're referring to. Interlagos brings its own crowd with them, and didn't really see a lot of the usual names driving the Skip Barbers last week. So probably a different crowd, not as used to driving the Skip Barber car. So might have led to a few more accidents on the track. People getting familiar with the car and the track, and well, probably familiar with the track, but getting familiar with the car and the series and how people drive within the series. But anyhow, we'll move on from that, and we can get out into our game. I can see a big update there every time I come out to this game. Let's go. Every time I come out to this game, it seems like I have some big mad update, and this one is for Crew Chief. And yeah, I tried updating that one earlier, but it didn't give it to me. So it's giving it to me now. We'll skip it for now again, and we'll see how we get on. Hopefully that doesn't pop up again on us. So let's get into our full screen game mode, and let's get out onto the track and see how we do. John, how's things tonight with yourself? How you getting on? Get some game sound up there. And yeah, now you know how the ladies, every day without COVID-19 is a good day. Well, that's true, but the problem is you could have it for 14 days and not even know. Or you could have it and not know, and it could be gone and you didn't know. It all depends on how it affects you. Crazy that way.
Limit is 56 kilometers per hour. There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line.
Okay, we got room here to come out onto the track. So into a practice session set for the race at 10:15. So we got about 10 minutes here to practice anyhow. So really what I want to do is get out into the track here and not get into an accident, especially self-inflicted. I was having issues on this track, just kind of getting settled in on the first lap.
Evening, Colin.
Hey James, how's things?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. You?
All good here. So James, we saw James quite a bit last week in our races. So might see him again next week. Sorry, I actually changed the text size on that screen. I'm gonna have to increase that for the race there. You get tested every 30 minutes. Yeah, it's Cockroom. I think I befriended him. I sent him iFriend or whatever you call it, friends through iRacing request, and he accepted. So so me and James are best of buddies now. And this corner is very dangerous in the cold tires, as you can see. Should really be switching to 4th gear, I think, before I enter that corner. It's probably the safest way to do it. Just for the first lap or two. I can see a little bit of stutter, but hopefully we're okay. And then same here, you really have to let off the gas on the first time around. Yeah, feeling a lot more confident. Yeah, he's very chatty during the race, isn't he? And he's really difficult to understand. Oh, and there I go. This is my my worry about this track. Let's put it into the pits anyways and come back out again. I just want to change the size of this so I can read. Oh. I'm actually affecting what's in the window. Which is weird, it's not really what I want to be doing. Let me see if I can oh, I see. Okay. I'm just doing something totally wrong there. Okay, so hopefully I can read that better. Yeah, you could be on day 13. Okay, now I'm looking way up in the air, but yeah, I reduced the text size on the screen there, just due to people kind of chatting from multiple platforms. I figured, John, I'll make a bit more room on the screen for chatter, just so in case people are chatting from different platforms, you can see it, because you won't be able to see it in the actual chat. Somebody chats from just say Facebook. Yeah, just got to be super delicate on that first corner. Well, probably all the corners. I don't know what it is about this track and me here. I always have serious issues on the first lap. Maybe everybody does. I don't know. I love the track otherwise, especially once the car settles in and you can really rip down that hill. You can pretty much almost bury the throttle all the way down. I should stream on chat roulette. Yeah, could do. Could do. That's something I've never done. Does it even exist anymore? I remember it was a thing like, I don't know, what was it, 2005 or something? So into 4th gear nice and early there, seems to do the trick. Staying smooth and safe through this section. Okay, there's one lap done. Now here's the difficult corner coming up. Just lift completely, come to the inside, try and take the best line possible. Okay, it's easy. It's easy when it's done right, I suppose. So I just need to focus on doing it right. I suppose Twitch is kind of like chat roulette, isn't it? Well, driving a Skip Barber down in Interlagos is kind of like driving roulette or Russian roulette. They was I saying on the stream before? I know some people living nearby the track in Sao Paulo, and they had mentioned to me the name Interlagos. I never actually knew what it meant. It means in between two lakes, like Interlagos, I guess Lagos being lake. There's a lake at the top and there's a lake at the bottom.
Fastest lap for
And the lake at the top generates power, and the lake at the bottom is for drinking water. So there's your lesson for the day. Yeah, like they're all bullets.
P30.
Nice, P30. That's just where you want to be. Okay, really taking it easy coming down that hill there, still.
On your right. Still there. Clear right. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Alright. So, that fellow must have had an issue there. Said thanks. I assume he's not talking to me anyways. Yeah, Moss Corner. This is Mosport. Mosport all the way, man. Haven't had a race here yet this week.
Jones, 133.22.
I had a practice session last night. I think I came 8th with a 133.8 or something. I did an hour practice session. So my times are relatively quick. I guess the top drivers seem to be down in the 132s, and the super aliens are in the 131s.
P28, that's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
It does take a few laps to get the car up to temperature though, all right. And I don't want to be doing that during the race. So it's 10:12 right now, so we're getting close to.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Oh, I'm missing some overlays there. We'll fix that for race time. For the race session.
Is just done at 135.77.
That's pleasant.
The car in front's lap time is at 135.63.
Yeah, Moss is one of the best. You find, John, a lot of the streamers on here really hate this track. I've been kind of chatting with them all week. Been a little more active on Twitch, kind of chatting with a lot of different streamers, and yeah, a lot of guys really hate this track, especially for the draft coming out of Moss. That a lot of people are kind of complaining that you can do Moss poorly and then just draft your way back into position each time. So if you're racing in close with people, how you take Moss, it really doesn't matter, you know. Which may be true for the Skip Barber, but I assume if you're driving a faster car, you'd be up this straight so fast that it wouldn't be as much of a factor. Alright, so last lap here. Haven't impressed myself yet so far, so I think we're just going to have to play a safe, cautious race.
B30.
Oh, it just feels like it's so easy to make a mistake. You can break somebody in Moss. Yeah, and Spa is way worse. Well, I mean, Spa has like that Andretti straight there. Spa has like 3 of those zones, those overtaking zones. And 2 of them are like twice the length of that straight. Would be interesting to see some top class cars racing at this track. You'd wonder why Indy do Toronto. I guess it's the location, right? The temporary road course rather than racing here. Probably would be cool to see Indy cars at this track. Yeah, I put it in top 3 as well. I really like it. Okay, gonna jump out and go into the race session here. We need to clear out some of them replays there. None of them are actually very useful. Get back on some music here. Yeah, and we'll come back out on camera while we're letting that load there. Yeah, repressed Ontario. I assume that's represent Ontario. Sure. Sorry about the ears there. Keep knocking that mic. Have it down nice and low. So on this shot here, it's below the Boxroom Racing logo here. You know, that's my thought on it, anyways. But sure, it might become more troublesome than it's worth, or maybe I have to raise the TV up a little bit or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it doesn't matter, and who cares? Maybe it'll just get to that as well. So, John, what do you think of the new setup here? The new lighting? Are we looking good, or what do you think? The mic reminds you of chat roulette, does it? Okay. I don't really know about chat roulette or what the story is there with that. Let me just get these other overlays on. It was infamous. I know about it. I just never saw it, you know. I never partook. Partook? I'm willing to admit I have no idea how to say what I was trying to say there. And the advanced panel has disappeared. Okay, cool. So I think we're in business here now. Losing faith in people for seeing things you don't want to see. Yeah. So what do you see about, or what do you think about the stream there with the red and the blue box in the corner? I got the red this way. The red on the action box probably makes it a little tougher to read, in the action box, but I figure the red would kind of help tie it in. The lights behind me still look kind of orangey. They are bright red. It's just the way the cameras are kind of auto white balancing, I think, with all the red in the room. So it'd be nicer if I had some higher end cameras to compensate for that. But yeah, cheers. But look, we'll live with what we got, and I think it's pretty good as is. So we'll go with it. Feel the gaps though. Yeah, I think in behind the TV there, I think I can move this light down, and in behind the TV I could have like a blue light or something, like LED strips I was looking at, so that blue could be kind of looking like it's bursting out of the back of the TV. But I think I've spent enough over the last little while, so we might just need to live with it, and for the next little while, and just know that that it's growing. I mean, look at the way the whole setup looked when we started compared to now. So so I think we'll just keep that growth going. Yeah, I could adjust, but if I push the two lights together to fill that gap, then there'd be gaps. It looks worse. It looks worse on the outside on the wider shot. So if I kind of come out to this camera here, then the walls out here aren't lit. Like this light would go all the way up to here, and the whole idea was to kind of light the room as much as possible. So sure, we'll see. Anyways, I did play around with it. There's probably more tweaking I could do as well. Okay, so car number 12. So
pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour. Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Okay, Colin, you've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Something there that isn't wall color. Yeah, I suppose. And the walls themselves could be a different color, because they are kind of like a green, which is probably not helping. I've done it before in jobs that I've worked on where the walls were kind of like a lighter gray, and it seems to absorb some of the light, which is good, and reflect a lot of the light as well, which is good. But pure white is not good. It just reflects too much light. Yeah, light gray would look nice, and then with the red light on it. Well, the idea is to make it look red as possible. The light gray would definitely do that. So I may do that. in the near future. Painting the room and moving some stuff in here would be a bit of an undertaking though. Okay, so really taking it easy here on the out lap. I may even drive like this for the first lap as well and just get a time down. Good bit of lift on this corner in the first way through. Okay, we've made it through almost. All right, we've made it through. The power of Rob Ford. Was Ford Nation located up near this track? All right, still taking it super easy around here. Okay, we have a time.
10th position. That lap was at 1:36.37.
Which is probably about 3 seconds slower than my best. Whoa, back end came out a little bit there. It's Rob Ford's home track. Didn't know we had one. Well, I suppose. Being the premier and all. Or Doug Ford.
The leader has just done 1:34.69. The leader's just done it 1:34.67. The leader has just done it 1:34.52.
But from the power from above from Rob. Okay, good improvements here on this lap. Let's see if we can carry through a little bit more speed in the end here. I'll stay in 5th entering this corner. Okay, a big improvement there, which is usually not how I qualify. I usually don't get faster on the second lap like that. Probably the better way to do it, eh? Smoking crack at the Steak Queen, yeah, man. Steak Queen. Such a ghetto like name for a restaurant as well, you know. Alright, so it looks like we're currently sitting in P6. And we're still there, so maybe this, and a lot of people have gone already, so maybe this is where we're going to end up, which is pretty good, I think. Higher, qualifying higher than we did last week. I see James Cockram in there as well, so he's down at P11. Or, sorry, he's in 11th place at the moment. Really recognize. I think Ronan Doherty, I seen him in there last week only because I know somebody named Ronan O'Doherty, so I remember that name, but I don't really, none of the other names really jump out at me, so maybe we are up in a different split here with different people. Yeah, it sounds like something that happened in Baltimore. It does. Sounds like a real American kind of like chain that only exists in like the Northeast or like the Southwest or something. You know, not a national chain, but like a chain that exists across like 3 states or 4 states. Yeah. You know, like Detroit and Northern Ohio, or Southern Michigan and Northern Ohio franchise, you know? It's like everybody likes steaks, and everyone loves Dairy Queen. We'll just call it the Steak Queen. People will love it. Alright, so back out on camera here. I'm getting ready to start this race. Qualification session is just about finished there, and we are still in P number 6, so it looks like that's where we're going to start with a qualification time of 1:35.246. Certainly not my best time, but for qualification I think that's alright. The fastest time was Paul Fernlow? Ferniho? And he got a 1:34.525, so not quite a second faster than me, but might as well be. So a little bit more work to do in qualification times there, but I think being where I am, I'm satisfied enough with that. So let's bring down this music now, and why don't we get out onto the track?
Anyone else mess up the second qualifying lap?
And
good lad. Right check.
Yeah, all good.
okay, out on the track here. Got a minute 10 before the off.
Apologies, Colin. I only saw your ad yesterday.
What's that, James? Sorry?
I only saw your ad yesterday, your friend request yesterday, mate. Apologies, I don't know how long it had been there.
Oh, yeah. No bother, yeah. I took a bit of time off after last week, too. All right, so we got number 2.
Yeah, I'd had enough of Interlagos.
Matthew Elbers ahead of us, and number 7, Darren Rowlandson behind us. 0 seconds, so we're ready to go here.
The temp is 25 Celsius. The track temp is 27 Celsius. All right,
get
Colin,
ready.
be ready. Watch for the lights.
Skip Barber. Go Sport. First race of the week for me. That's a cool looking paint job there. I really just want to avoid disaster here. It's so easy for cars to slide off.
All right. He's still there.
I'd be happier to stay on the inside.
Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear.
This is also a popular corner for cars to go off at the beginning of the race. Just really need to hold. I'll have to lift going down the hill here. I always do. On the first lap. Yeah, felt that back end coming out. Man, hate this track on the first couple laps. Such a fight just to keep the car on the road. It's painted like Tarzan's underwear, yeah. Kind of looks like Boneworks. I think there's a lot of things in Boneworks like that. Like caution tape or something. But yeah, I get what you mean, man. Maybe he runs like a Tarzan themed Skip Barber streaming stream, you know, like. Oh, I kind of got that wrong there.
Still there. Clear left.
And I'm letting everybody by me here. Maybe it's Boneworks. Might be.
7th position.
I didn't actually care too much for Boneworks, to be honest. I know it's physics-based and it's meant to be amazing and all. Oh, bit of action there. But I just didn't think it was fun. I stopped kind of playing it. And I don't think I'm at the part where it's meant to be awesome yet, but it just never got me there. And then I started playing iRacing, and I stopped like playing anything else. So that was the end of that. Crash took some people out. Yeah. Still need to be super careful. Tires on this lap. I'm still being very cautious. And maybe I was too cautious. I'm a little bit far behind here to catch a draft. 1.4. Borges catching one off me all right. Sure you can have the inside.
On your right. Still there. Clear right.
I'm going to play the long game here, see if I can just get the car up to speed.
Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Yeah, get this car up to speed, up to temperature, and then we'll have a go at some of these positions here. I know I'm fast. A lot of Moss corners, that's right.
P6.
Haven't heard an incident at Moss Corner yet. It's funny, even on lap 3, I can tell this car is still not, like, safe. The back end still wants to come around on me. Whoa. Probably the next time around things will be a little better.
I think P2's pinned it in. Moss corner.
Well, lucky I was driving the speed I was. And Simone did make contact with me behind me there. So there's a Moss corner for us.
What's that, man? I didn't hear.
Yeah, the car is starting to feel like it's biting now. Tires are biting.
Who's there? Looking for a friend from the racing after a black flag. What a shame.
P4.
Really getting that corner wrong, having to lift a lot more than I normally would. Kind of slightly getting that line wrong there.
There's an incident in Moss corner.
More Moss corners. And a slow moving car. Don't want any business with. Okay, we can see P1 from here. Sterling Moss wants to take a few more souls.
Okay, Colin. Stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. You've just done a 135, 122. That's your best lap in the
Just
session.
kind of getting
Your
that
ahead
corner
lap
all
time is
wrong there.
134.83.
It's costing me time.
Gap to error in front is now 0.9.
Right, so 135 too, so Still got a long way to go to start putting down my good laps here. I would expect to be getting into the low 134s in the race, especially if I'm getting a bit of draft from Borja here.
Car left. He's still there. Clear left. Come on, Colin. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Okay, I don't think he wanted to really challenge me there.
134.37. The guy ahead has just posted a 134.23. Great driving. Keep it up. P3.
Okay, let's see if I can put some distance on him there. Really leaning in my seat here. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. So lap 16 here. We're in P3 now. Just got ahead of Darren.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
Say he'll be looking to take us back on the straightaway here, which is fine. Let's work together to catch Paul. Oh, bit of a slide there.
The leader's just done a 133.85. That lap was a 135.00.
Yeah, so certainly not lighting the track on fire at lap times yet. 135 unless I'm in somebody's draft. Yeah, not even half over. Lots of racing to go, huh? Just need to make sure I keep it clean through Moss there each time. Definitely going to get overtaken here, maybe by 2 cars.
Left side. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Did he crash? Oh man, he crashed into the guy beside me.
There's an incident in the S's. It looks like it's error.
Oh, that's horrible. Gotta watch out for this guy then, huh? Is that the Boneworks guy?
The car ahead has just done a 134.00. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.36 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Alright, a bit quicker down that hill there, I think. Slide coming out of that corner, lost a bit of time.
Okay, Colin, don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. Car
I
right.
am in the way that he's super dangerous and he just needs to go
Still
around
there.
me.
Right side's clear.
And if I did move out of the way, that would have been an accident.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold
I'm
your line.
totally bailing here.
Clear right.
Let him have it.
You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. E4.
I'm just obviously hesitant to get around this guy.
Car right. He's still there.
I would
Clear
almost
right.
rather this guy go at him. I'm going to play it super safe here.
Come on, man. Defend harder.
No, let's have this guy go at him. Might have been the wrong choice, but I just feel like that guy's going to take me out.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.0.
Thank you.
We'll get our draft here as well. Yeah, it's sent by Rob Ford to test me. Let's see what happens here. This is where he punted the last
The gap
guy.
behind is now 1.4.
Yeah, contact there. He's not the lad you want to be racing up the front of a pack.
P5. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, you can do better than this.
Stay with them here anyways. I got Jim upset. Yeah. Jim's always mad at me. He's not very supportive. I tell you, if you don't have the swearing filter turned off on Jim, you're doing Jim wrong. You're doing iRacing wrong. This guy wobbling all over the track. I mean, 6 laps to go. No intention of working together. I am falling off pace here though. Not great. Need to find some pace here somewhere. Still think the big one's going to happen though between them two lads. The masculinity that Jim projects.
Display.
I don't want to be caught here by Manuel. Pace is just not with me tonight, John. Manuel's certainly going around me here.
Car left. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear left. The leader's leader's just done a 133.58.
Okay, we're in P6 here, not doing too bad.
The car in front has just posted a 133.51. Okay, Colin, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P6, that was a 134.68.
Still a lot of moss corners ahead of us here. It's in the wrong gear there. Yeah, not everyone has pace privilege. Took that too tight, got that all wrong. Let's hope a bit of drafting keeps me up. Be better if I was quick enough to be getting a slingshot past Manuel rather than just keeping with him. I'll have a go with them two in front. Yeah, Manuel should be behind me. Yeah. I think so too. I'm just
pressure on. Don't give him any respite.
not racing the May West here.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Oh, almost a big one.
Incident in turn 1. It looks like Diaz.
Did happen eventually. It was Simone though that got into forget your man's name. Yeah, good avoidance. Yeah, saw it coming. Slowed down because I figured he was going to come across the track there, you know. Okay, that's much better through Moss there now. Certainly not blistering fast, but that's much better. You need to the slower entry and the faster exit. You can get on the throttle as soon as you turn in when you have the right angle. That very slow. Yeah, I'm just driving a little too defensively here, John. What do you think?
P5. That was 136.13.
Go with your heart. You say that and you think of the song. And I always think of Fat Tony. You want him gangland style or execution style? Listen to your heart.
The actor King behind is now 2.8.
I guess it's not quite go with your heart, but what comes to mind?
There's an incident in turn 1.
Oh, careful here.
2 laps remaining.
Guess it wasn't much of an incident. Or just 2 tires in the dirt or something. Gotta watch out, there's a big pack behind me here, eh? Two seconds, I'm gaining. So 1 lap to go after this.
Did I get you?
Yeah, they're going to be battling hard on this last lap. We have no one to battle, but we're kind of caught here with no draft.
1 more lap to go. Your last lap time was at 1:34.70.
So we won't be seeing Annie from Snail Racing tonight anyways. John, she's, I think she's doing the LMP2. IMSA, I think. Have you watched any videos of people racing that car? Man, it looks like so much fun to drive. I'm just not sure I'm sold on those, like, multi-class series, you know?
The gap to King behind is now 2.2. There's an incident in the S's.
The S's, oh. That's a back marker, I think. Well, it looks like I cruised home a top 5. Not too bad. Could have had a podium, I think, if I had a better race.
5. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
If I could have raced to my potential, I think I could have easily had a podium. But sure, we'll take a top 5.
Joao, no problem, Joao. Thank you, no problem.
Yeah, not too shabby. Some IR gains there for us. What should we have a look at? Maybe the first lap? If you're gaining, lit is good. It is good, yeah. Don't want to know what you're doing with that I key. Oh, we get some chase here. Yeah, I'd say that car is Boneworks. It must be. See, I was super cautious off the beginning, but I think it worked out because I don't think I was going to challenge for. I mean, I had first place kind of within my sight by the time I was up at the front. So there's 2 cars gone off there, going too fast. and there was a couple other accidents up here, and I was still within striking distance. So if I had the pace, I could have contested first, but I just didn't have the pace, and I think it was probably safer for me to let those other cars go, seeing how they both ended up 4 seconds faster than me anyways. It probably, looking at the race as a whole at the end, it probably was the right move to let them go. There was no point in risking holding them up. But man, is that ever difficult to do, watching cars go past you when you're racing, isn't it? There's just something in your brain that just doesn't want to let you do it. Your keyboard across the room. Yeah, pull out the phone, type away on the phone.
I see now what's happened. Got it.
Just go for an awesome keyboard like we got here in the box room. It's affordable. Does lots of light tricks. Oh, that was closer than it looked, wasn't it? Nothing matters to you when you watch that truck. Do you mean that track, is it? This track? Oh, and here was, yeah, that was really good avoidance by that fella there. He was the one that kind of punted somebody later in the race, but that was amazing avoidance. I thought he was done there. I didn't realize, no wonder he kind of caught up to me. He was ahead of me in the first place, so he was good pace. All right, let's get out of the race session here. And back on camera, back into the box room. Might use this camera a little bit more. I like it. This camera is actually my phone. It's an app running on the phone. I got a phone with a good camera, so man, you can even see the VR helmet. It's in such high definition. Yeah, love that Mosport, John. Let's have a look at iRating, will we? See what happened here. Results. Oh, keep the bug on. So back up to we got 51 iRating there, so back up to 1756. So yeah, we're in good company up here. That race was split number 2. Hey man, we're getting top 5s in the second split, man. I can't complain. It feels like I was driving really cautiously, but I think when I started my journey in iRacing, if I was going to get you know, top 5s in second split, I would have taken that, you know, straight away. So so I'm pretty pleased with that. That's nice progression to feel like we're holding back and getting those types of results. But I think on a track like this, I think we know it's kind of about not smashing into people. Come back out here on camera and register for the next race. I still haven't used the beta UI. I'm afraid to switch to it just because I think a lot of people are the same way. I'm kind of afraid to switch to it because I'm just like obviously used to using this layout. And it kind of works well with the way I have the monitor set up and everything, so switching will be a minor inconvenience to me. So I think I do need to make the move because I think there's things available to you in the beta. Well, it's not even a beta UI anymore, it's just the UI now. There's things available there that you can't get from the website. I think there's like AI stuff that you can do, and there's different features that just aren't there yet. So so I think I'm gonna need to make the move at some point. It'll always be beta to you, John. Yeah. Well, you've been around iRacing long enough that I think any sort of change would be the website is alpha. Yeah. Any sort of change would be devastating to you. Okay, so I'm registering for the next session here. Yeah, really proud of that result now. So 17. I mean, if we can get above the 1800s, Still the goal, my goal at the moment, my personal goal is to stay above 1700. So if we can get through the next race, accomplishing that, I think it'll be a good night. We'll do another race here tonight. Wasn't sure whether I was going to. I wasn't feeling the best here before we started, but feeling much better now. Hate new things and people. Yeah. New people or just people? Like, people flat out just hate people. Because, yeah, people are, it's tough, man. People are tough. So, yeah, I'm interested in wondering how Annie's getting on tonight in the LMP2. I'm going to have to watch back her stream. Yeah, it was good. Got a bit of a mention. Her video. She does like a blog each week of her summing up her streams from her Wednesday night and Friday night sessions. And that Friday night session, I don't know if you ended up watching it back, John, but we are officially snails in this channel now because we've contributed to the community and been a part of it for a little while, which is great. And there was loads of snails racing in that race. So it was kind of fun watching it from Annie's perspective of all these people. She didn't want to crash. Like I was saying, whatever you do, don't crash into Annie. And she was pretty much saying the same thing, but there was like 6 people around her that are all like members of her channel that she didn't want to have collisions with. So it was a bit funny kind of watching her dealing with that, you know. All right, so we're into the race here. Back out on another camera. I don't know when I should be using one camera or the other. I think I should just kind of randomly switch between. Sounds political, yeah. No, it's cool. I like watching her streams and seeing my races from her perspective, especially because we're at similar iRating at the moment. So we're kind of landing in the same streams, or the same races, you know, and she'd be streaming. So it's kind of cool to watch back her stream. Only not only like from somebody else's perspective, which anybody could do, log into iRacing and watch back from someone else's perspective, but listening to her talk about me and the mistakes that I'm making in front of her and whatever, I think it's just kind of funny, you know. But maybe I'm just like super self-absorbed and I just want to listen about me. But it makes for entertaining watching after the racing is over, is to watch back my race from another perspective and listening to somebody else deal with their own kind of trouble as well. So yeah, it's a bit fun. Never need to cover these watchbacks in BRR. Yeah, I think I need to find a way of doing it if I was to do it, because it would take a lot of it would take a lot of time, I think, to invest in doing it and committing to doing it. So before, what I was doing was a race of the night, the Rotans, and I was uploading them to Twitch, or sorry, not Twitch. I was uploading them to Instagram and YouTube. But now that I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, I mean, it's there anyway. I'm just not on Instagram anymore, really. But yeah, it was kind of when I was between jobs, so it does take time, you know. It took me, you know, a good, you know, hour to copy the race from one machine to the other, and then to add in the TV camera and do all that kind of stuff. So it take time to do it. Maybe if I can find a more efficient way of doing it, I can do it. But yeah, I kind of need support, external support or somebody else to be involved in the process of making it, because sure, I gotta work for a living during the day as well, you know, so I don't have all the free time available to me to do it. But it is a big idea, and it would be pretty cool to be able to kind of recap the week and recap the progress. I love watching Annie's recaps anyways. I enjoy watching them, you know, so I'm sure I'm sure you'll just be watching BRR, which is fine, you know. Sorry, buddy, busy watching BRR. That's it, man. And I'm watching BRR too, and I'm making BRR, and I'm watching it, and I'm making it, and that's it, you know. So we get out for a bit more practice, see if I can put the pedal to the metal here, and I suppose it's going to be really important here now. BR reception, BRR inside BRR. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That's pretty deep, John. It was almost a haiku too. Well, it wasn't in any kind of way at all. That type of like reference is like really showing my age, I think. So we practice. I think the cold tire practice is going to be necessary. This is what always happens to me on the track. I get out for the next race and I'm like, all right, I'm feeling good, top 5, first corner, boom. Second corner, sorry, boom, off into the wall. So I think let's kill this music here. Let's get this show on the road, will we? Oh, hey, look, I pre-programmed some Twitch
Right.
and some YouTube stuff and some Facebook stuff. I do have to hit a button to make it happen, though. Getting fancier as I go, you know. Oh, did one of them not go? YouTube. Doesn't look like the Twitch one went, but sure. I'll have to figure out a way to make it so that it doesn't appear on the screen, but only appears in the chat for the groups. I'm sure there's a way to filter that out. But yeah, trying to get more advanced here, you know.
Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour. The pit exit is clear. Push now.
Trump got AIDS. AIDS. Like Jared.
All clear on pit exit.
That episode could be remade into something totally different now. That South Park episode about Jared. Did you hear that Subway actually, the Irish government has ruled that Subway's bread cannot be considered bread due to the sugar content is so high that Subway's bread cannot be classified as bread, so their sandwiches cannot be called sandwiches anymore. Jared Fogle? I don't know what his last name is. Yeah, I think so, yeah. He's in prison. For a subject that is probably not appropriate to discuss on a iRacing Twitch stream. Yeah, filled with sugar. And like if it's not sugar, it's like complex version of sugar that eventually becomes sugar, right? Like oh, and there we go again, lap 2. Sorry, Jamie. Oh, and off again. Okay, wasn't watching. So, right, back to the racing. Yeah, just not quite getting that Moss corner quite right yet. Yeah, it's the one thing I do really miss about Canada. I mean, there's lots of things I miss about Canada, but sub shops. You know, Subway is kind of like the only sub shop here, and Subway was always my least favorite and my last option if I wanted to get a sub. I really did like a lot of the kind of more mom and pop kind of sub shops, or the subs that a pizza place would make, which is just not a thing here. There's other things that are good here that obviously make up for it, but you always want the thing you can't have, right? And subs are like a good late night, like not healthy, but like not the worst thing for you. It's not a whole pizza, you know, if you got a sub. Because I could smoke a whole pizza, no problem. But if I ate a sub, I'd be just as happy. You know the way? But even the sub shops that are here, they're not even late night. Like, they like close at like after dinner time, like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or something. Places that open late night in Ireland get really bad reputations really fast. There's a fast food chain here that's completely rebranded itself Abracababra. They've redone their graphics. It seemed to disappear for a little while. It came back. And when I moved to Ireland, they were the late night, like open till 4 a.m. Fast food like place. They seemed to be everywhere. And then they kind of disappeared. And they were nicknamed like Abracastabra because obviously there was loads of trouble in them late night. You know, there'd be bounces at the door and everything. Loads of drunk people, kind of last place open, so that's where everybody goes, kind of thing. But now they've like totally rebranded, changed their image, and they're like in mall food courts.
P16. On your right.
Like they sell kebabs and stuff, so their food is good. It's kind of like, I guess, the equivalent of like, I don't know, a Middle Eastern version of like, I don't know, Taco Bell or something. It would be probably the closest thing to Taco Bell, even though it's not tacos. It's like meat and wraps and spices. Ireland is fun, not right now. Especially County Dublin, we're kind of locked down here. Well, I mean, kids can still go to school, but pubs have been closed since March. Yeah, it's tough going, but yeah, Ireland's fun overall when the world's normal. A lot of stereotypes about the place. Some of them are true, or maybe it's kind of like the tourists make them true, or they make the stereotypes true for the tourists in the touristy areas. Feeling a bit more relaxed in the car here now, not feeling like I'm on edge all the time.
In front is just done at 135.83.
That guy was colliding with me one way or the other.
V12, good lap. That's your quickest so far. You're now 1.2 off the pace. Car left.
Oh,
Clear left.
thought he was going to come across into me. Knifey, yeah, Abracastabra. I'm sure there's like, it feels like the way the car feels so unstable here on cold tires, it feels like there's like some sort of setup trick that I'm missing or something, but I've been watching track guides and everything, and you know,
33.76.
I've been putting in kind of practices different weeks. This is my third, this might be my second Skip Barber in here, but we did a Radical before. Is my second Skip Barber on this track, or is it the third one now? I'm not sure. I feel like I know the track really well anyways, one way or the other. I know this track better than I know most.
That's your fastest lap today.
Okay, we're getting pushed into our race session. I feel like I'm getting into a good groove here as well, so hopefully that carries through into the qualifying. Those wings are bumpers, yeah, man. Alright, the Seacrest out is happening here. Yeah, so enjoying the racing here tonight, I must say. Seacrest and out. Cowcatcher. Oh, do you know one cool thing? I hope I don't blow the place up, but I have a magic button here, and you can see the on-air light as well. One press of the magic button, boom, and the on-air light goes with it. And then one press of the magic button, boom. Magic over, magic restored. Okay, so we're loading in here. We'll see how we get on. I mean, that was a really good session there. Hopefully, it hasn't like done something silly like bumping me up in the top split, which I doubt. But I don't know if participation is certainly a lot lower than weeks or last week, anyways. So there's only a minute and a bit left, so we'll just forego the rest of this practice. Let's see who's in here. So Matt Otto. So we raced Matt a good bit last week. Simone again from the last race. We're car number 5, so I'd say we're safely say we're still in the same split, but we're getting close to the top of that split. Yeah, recognizing a lot of these names. This Eoli or Elo. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Rodriguez. He, I've seen this person in top split races quite a bit, kind of going past me a few weeks ago, and Ricker De Silva as well. See that person in top split races quite a bit as well. So Ricker De Silva is probably going to be a real threat. I've seen him win a lot of races that I'm in, and then Borja from last race as well. So, so we got quite a familiar group here than from what we saw.
Decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
All right, so temperature is decreasing. So yeah, we are car number 5. Let's see if we can put down a better time for qualifying. We'll go with the same philosophy here. Take it nice and handy on the first one and see if we can make those improvements on the second lap. Because I always seem to come out all guns a-blazing on the first one, and then when I try to improve on it, I just end up putting it into the wall. And this will be my good cold tire practice anyways for the session. So let's get into our full screen mode here. And everything looks good layout wise. Let's kill this music.
Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour. All clear. Push now. All right, Colin. We've got 2 laps to get the job done.
Okay, here we go. So I really want to keep the iRating heading north. So apologies if I'm not like dive bombing people for a 4th place from a 5th. I just want to keep that iRating going up and keep the car on the track. So so hopefully we can keep the car alive after the first lap. And did we get a win here, John? Or was it was a close one? I think we got a 2nd or something. I'm trying to think of where the wins came from. Laguna Seca, wasn't it?
26
There was 3 wins anyways. There was Laguna Seca, Nordschleife, and somewhere else. Montreal, maybe? I don't remember. Maybe it was Montreal. Been a little while since we had a win last time. Well, I guess we had our week 14 kind of sandwiched in there. But yeah, man, it would be nice to pick up a win. But I think wins have been more scarce, obviously, for me just due to kind of changing my strategy into just trying to gain I rating. So happily sitting in fifth place and just above 10th place in these sorts of results. Not pushing the car on the edge and fighting for every inch where you might get 3/19ths and a first. Just trying to, I guess, average out, on average, gain some points each race. I think once I hit the top split, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm probably going to be ejected from the top split rather quickly. I just get that feeling. Did that Moss corner all wrong there. Yeah, I think that strategy, though, of trying to average the I rating will probably be a good strategy for the top split until I'm, you know, skilled enough to kind of challenge for, you know, podiums and wins and stuff, which may be a long, long time away. I'm willing to accept that. And I'll probably be in a bit of a position for a while where I may get into the top split and then I get into the top split and then the next race is second split and then a top split and then maybe on a busy week I'm third split, you know. That's probably going to be how it goes for a while.
P2, your lap time was 1:35.58.
Because my progression in this game is far from super fast, you know. It seems to be pretty steady if you look at it overall, with peaks and valleys. So I'm expecting that to continue and still have peaks and valleys. Yeah, low participation, and I'm probably racing at the wrong time for that too, John. Like I'm in here kind of peak time for Europe and like beginning the peak time for North America. Everybody's getting home from work. So I'm probably racing at, you know, kind of the busiest times, I would think. It seems like early morning Europe here, like a lot of races don't even run. It's just too late in the US and too early here.
The leader has just done 1:34.91.
Oh, and I just really blew the exit there.
P3.
Okay, P3. I can't see that last thing. That's not the best time there. 1:35. Man, what a contrast to Interlagos, though. There's less than 7 Gs online there right now. Oh, you're saying it's low participation at the moment, is it? Oh, I misinterpreted that as just whenever. Okay, so looks like qualification is a go here still. 2 minutes left. Let's kick on a little bit of production value here, will we? Yeah, lowish, yeah. Wonder why that is. Maybe Friday night is not the night for racing. I would have thought it would be. Maybe it's just the night that's in it. But yeah, okay, so we're in P5 again, so we're in similar territory, and a lot of people have put up time, so I don't know if people are going to get their second lap in now. Yeah, we're dropping to P6, so we might see ourselves sliding a little bit here. All right, you're hitting 26. All right, back at peak COVID, yeah. Okay, well that's a drastic difference, isn't it? Peak lockdown, yeah. And what was the peak like before COVID hit? What were the numbers like? Were they roughly around what they are now, or were they lower even still? Yeah, 18 was incredibly high. Okay, yeah, yeah. I suppose you'd see different different things. Different nights would kind of produce different participation depending on what was on. I know there's is it the Petit Le Mans or something is on tomorrow? Is it possible that there's a lot of people kind of
B6.
saving themselves for that? 28 one night during lockdown. Yeah, I mean, sounds crazy the amount that's. Sounds like a crazy amount of people to be online playing a game, doesn't it? Okay, so we ended up P7. Let's kill the music. Get out onto the grid here. All right, so not too bad. P7, can deal with that. Hopefully we can keep ourselves alive. Best of luck, everyone. So we got number 8, Markson Shelbilly, and then Gerald Burrell behind us, the number 10 car. They're just logged in. Could be on the forums. Yeah, just logged in. But I still think it probably reflects, you know, you probably have, I don't know if you would have a higher percentage of people just sitting on the forums, you know, logged in on other nights as well, you know. Looks like we could be going here soon.
The air
There
temp
we go.
is 24 Celsius, E7. Okay, Colin, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Go.
It's relative, yeah. That's the word I was looking for, relative.
On your left.
And this is where I hate to be on the outside and guys like that. Let's get on the inside here and take this super slow. It's just so easy to go off there. See some serious spiciness. Don't want any part of it.
He's still there. I think P5 has binned it in. Clayton corner, still there. Clear right.
Oh, we got a jumper.
On your right. He's still there. Still there. Still
We'll
there.
stay in fourth here. First
Right
lap.
side's
Somebody
clear.
on the
Car
inside.
right.
Whoa, whoa,
Right side's
whoa.
clear. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. Clear left.
Man, we lost a lot of positions there. Did make contact though. But yeah, unfortunately, we lost a lot of positions. Yep, still in it. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, and I meant to go into fourth there. Okay, in fourth. Just need to settle back into my routine. Still got to remember to be safe on cold tires here. So easy to get distracted with situations like that.
P11.
I was really lucky I didn't get rear-ended there. Somebody did clip my back wheel, but I think my car's okay. Oh.
Left side, incident in Clayton corner. Looks like it's...
There's
onto
another
clear
freebie.
left.
Well, we lost a spot there as well, as my car is just seemingly uncontrollable for the first 3 laps. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to keep it on the track. Anyways, John, looked like I was going to bury my nose into the side of that car. Say it would have been easy to do. So all in all, P11 at the moment, I think. Maybe P12. We'll see. Oh, no. least P12.
The leader has just done a 135.15.
Wow. I guess I should have just kept it in the gear I was in. Thought I was being safer by downshifting.
P12.
Didn't have to pit. I didn't pit. You talking to me? This guy's saying the fast repair isn't working.
Sometimes it happens. In the last 6 minutes, it happens to me, Maxine.
The gap ahead is now 7.4.
It has actually happened to me on this track before, last season. I think that may have had something to do with flags, though. Remember,
I
John?
think there's some sort of damages that make the fast repair that
Fastest lap
work
for Mera,
no more.
134.61. That's the fastest lap of the race.
What's happening there, John? You're saying what's going on? Is the stream okay? I'm really driving slow here. Doesn't seem like there's any point in putting the foot to the floor here. I mean, we could maybe get 10th. Probably more likely to get that through
There's an incident in Moss Corner.
incidents in Moss Corner. Okay.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 60 seconds. He's faster than you entering Moss Corner.
Yeah, he said he's faster than me entering a lot of corners.
The leader has just done a 134.17.
I took that in second. Wow. Really getting it all wrong. Okay, there was another freebie. Yeah, 12 more to make up, so we got lots of work to do. Lots more race
Okay,
left.
Ollie, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P11. That lap time was 137.09.
I think all things considering, being P11 is pretty good. Maybe I can somehow find my groove here.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 8.6.
Alright, I think I did that much better there this time. Certainly wasn't breaking any track records, but let's see if we can catch Ricker here. .9 ahead. We're only on lap 5 of 16. That section felt really good. See if we can start replicating that everywhere. Still not doing that corner too well. Okay, I think I'm on to a much better lap here. But Ricker's making up time on me. So hopefully Ricker turns into Wrecker and we can get a freebie here. Get ourselves in that top 10 spot. See what I did there, John? Alright, 136. It's not really fast at all, is it? I wonder if my car is feeling a bit of damage, because I don't feel like I'm doing anything that wrong that would warrant the time that slow, you know?
The gap in front is now 8.9 seconds.
And I'm hitting fifth gear very late there each time. So I wonder if I have a back wing or if I'm damaged somehow. Oh yeah, my front wing is damaged. Yeah, it's kind of sideways. Well, that explains it. For Moranis news? What's Moranis news? Rick Moranis? Is he still a thing? He's not still shrinking kids, is he? Maybe that clip when the car went by was my front wing. I thought somebody clipped my the back of the car. Must have been the front. No wonder I got no speed. I'm lucky I'm able to keep this car on the track. Obviously with such a long straightaway as well. Yeah, I'm not getting into fifth till I get into that bridge. Normally I'm well in front of that. So I guess really what I need to be doing is holding off Angel here. 14 seconds behind. Maybe Angel has damage as well.
The leader has just done a 133.57.
Lapping 3 seconds faster than me a lap. I know that front wing was damaged. I would have considered pitting in earlier. It's probably not worth it now.
Okay, Colin, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. You've just done a 136.122.
Don't often get alerts. So you got an alert for it.
The gap in front is now 10 seconds.
I thought you would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, Rick. I am currently watching VRR. Okay, so still in 11th with the broken wing here.
The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 12 seconds. P10.
Oh, and we're in P10. Somebody manually disconnected. Don't know if that was the person. But I'm being reeled in. At least the wing is still on the car. It's a bit sideways, but it's still there anyways. Yeah, really getting into fifth late there now.
Anybody knows how much time do you lose stopping for a quick repair?
Oh, Ricker's gaining loads of time on me there. Looked like on the thing. No idea, Ricker, but it does seem like a short pits here, doesn't it?
The gap in front has increased to 10 seconds. You've just done a 135.84.
Thank you.
Then again, I might be biased because I'm right behind you.
That's why I'm asking. I think I have my car damaged, but I don't know if it's true or not. But I don't think I can stop and catch you again.
Yeah, I'm contemplating the same thing here myself. I went down to first that time for whatever reason. Get into their heads. Yeah. He will catch me though if he's 10 seconds ahead. I guess that's what he's thinking. And then if he loses 20 seconds, just say going in and coming out. Which it looks like he might be doing. Time's ticking away here anyways. Well, he stayed out, that's for sure. The guy in front of him, though, is 23 seconds, so he has nothing to gain by pitting in, right? Like, I mean, he would only be adding me to the equation. Then he'd have to get around me.
Now 9.6.
He's not going to make up like over 10 seconds himself. Plus the time he's going to lose from pitting in, right? So I wouldn't think it would be a good move for him. Gaining positions on the comms. I'll take him whatever way I can get him, John. Bad advice, throwing sand in someone else's eyes. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Skip Barber's for closers, man. It's for closers. Top splits for closers. Oh, and Jose went in. I can't compete with anybody if they come out, though, with a clean car.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Yeah, and he's back out, so he's gonna quickly overtake me. But maybe I can sneak some draft on him as he goes by. Always be closing. Yeah. One of the offices I worked in had a big sign up on the wall, "Coffees for Closers," obviously from Glengarry Glen Ross. It was awesome. I just loved it. Managed to pull it at 135.7. Jeez, I can see my front wing bouncing up and down.
133.53. E9. Last lap was at 135.72.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I feel like I'm really driving well and the car is just not going fast. But my lines are better, or maybe it's just easier to drive because the car is slower. Which may or may not have something to do with it. Normally I'd be into fifth here about now. I'm shifting as the hill's happening.
Okay, Colin, don't let this guy
Yeah,
distract
this guy's
you.
not even drafting me, and look at the pace he has on me.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. Come on, push like a bastard. We'll get this guy.
Push like a bastard. Yeah, I totally blew that section, so he's probably gone now. Maybe drafting isn't even going to help me.
10th position. 2 to go. That's good consistency.
The Angel's really catching me, 6 seconds behind now. Angel must be turning some hot
The
laps.
gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.0 seconds.
just steal a little bit of draft here, maybe just a little. Yeah, 1.6. I think I might get a little bit of boost here, but not much. Just pulling away. The Angel's catching like big time. Just gotta really nail these corners. Give myself the best chance of holding 10th place. The Angel's right to dive bomb me on the last lap here. Box room racing rule.
That was a 1:35.66. That's your best lap in the session.
It's not only encouraged on this channel, dive bombing on the last lap, it's also applauded.
The gap ahead is now 2.5.
Well, a bit of a boring race here, I think. Let's hope it finishes boring. Go get that spot, yeah. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
You can watch that wing bouncing up and down as I go up.
Good race, James. Good race. Good race, mire, the number 1.
2 litres remaining.
Cheers, man.
And managed to hold off Angel. Collect the P10.
10th position.
We'll take that.
We're done.
We'll take that. And I'd love to see how that that front wing had its issue there. Yeah, at least I got the 10th. Any recovery race pulling into 10th place is definitely a good thing. Let's get back to the front and let's kick on a bit of music for entertainment here. You say we go a bit of famousers here, John? Okay. Let's have a look at the start here. So yeah, definitely wanted to avoid that guy. Way too aggressive. He didn't deserve that, but sure, if he didn't fight his whole way up to the field, that wouldn't have happened either. So there's Ricker beside me there, I think. No, that's not Ricker. That's the other fella that hit it in. Oh, and you can see me losing places here like crazy. So where did that wing get damaged? It didn't get damaged there. Or did it? Do you recall anywhere else there was incident there, John? And that's all, like, this fella blew past me. That's not the place to be overtaking people, you know, especially on the first lap. Silly move. He should have just tucked in behind me, and then we all would have had a shot at the front coming out. I mean, why would you, yeah, maybe it was netcode, I don't know. Why would you overtake on going into this corner? Because the person's just going to take you back on the straightaway right away. There's absolutely no reason to be overtaken here, especially on the first lap. So I blame this fella, obviously for causing the incident, but not smart maneuvering there. We do reverse chase, rear chase here. So the wing is intact, right? Oh, do you know when it happened? When I had that off track then. Yeah. Let's go back. Didn't I have an off track at the back half of the course here? So I must have hit a curb. I think I hit a curb in the S's here, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I really damaged it there. I'd forgotten about that. I wonder, should I consider... I shouldn't be hitting that curb, shouldn't be hitting that curb like that, but would I consider my ride height going up a little bit? Whoops. Yeah, I keep getting that over rotation there, so I think I might... Yeah, that curb there is... That's just the wrong way to hit that corner altogether, so... Because I'm lucky I didn't ruin my race. Well, I mean, I did ruin the race, but I managed the top 10, so... Oh, that was so close. Let's have a look at this. And he's got a bent wing as well. Oh, that's close, isn't it? Let's see what he saw from his angle. Fair play to him. And that was Ricker there, yeah. So unfortunate, because he probably wouldn't have caught me, just due to the fact that he probably wouldn't have caught me just because he had damage on his wing, right? Well, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up here for the night. Probably stay on a little bit later tomorrow night. Geez, you can see I'm a little bit shiny. These TV lights, they reveal a lot. I need to get my my makeup person in here to sort it out, you know. But yeah, thanks very much. Oh, Sharon, thanks for the like. I missed that earlier. Much appreciated joining. So thanks everybody for watching. Some cool Skip Barber action on the new set here in Box Room Racing. Really appreciate you joining. And I guess maybe what I can do is I can just have a cool little outro. I'll talk you through it as I do it. And we can go to the wide shot and bring these lights down. But I can't fade them down nicely because I think they're already at minimum percentage. Maybe I can change that. I don't know. I'm not sure if it can be done or not. But thanks very much for watching. And we'll catch you next time on Box Room Racing.